Hey guys, it's your Miss Lestrange coming back once again with a new video. I don't know, every time I start talking this fucking hand just wants to be like, I'm a cool kid. So, welcome back. I just wanted to come on today and sort of firstly apologise because I know I said that I was coming back and I'm going to make weekly videos and we're going to enjoy it and get the sense of community back just like last time. That's coming back. The community is coming back, which I really, really like. But it's my part of the bargain I didn't uphold. But I can explain. And if you still follow the channel and watch the performance uploads, you'll understand why. I've missed a couple because one, they didn't get filmed, or two, the video was and I didn't want to put it out. But obviously I've uploaded a few, I think 2 of the performances that I did from October. The Kim Woodburn versus Gemma for Gemma Collins night at Glitter Bomb Canterbury, and my Halloween performance as well. So, that is where I've been. The Halloween performance, I decided months ago to take on the mammoth task of performing a saw trap. It's like, I've seen a couple of Saw-inspired performances. Nothing ever happens. And it's literally just dancing made with the puppet. I didn't want that. I'm a queen of Halloween. If you've been with me long enough, you'll know that's where my background is, and special effects is my background. And I wanted to sort of merge the two, bring it all together, and have a working saw trap in which I lose the game and die live on stage. And I was like, it'd be easy. You know, it's only a fake torso, some wings, good to go. How wrong was I? I'm not a queen to do things by halves. So I had my granddad build, I don't even know where they are, I think they're upstairs somewhere. Have him build like full-on angel trap wings, like what they had in the film, like fully mechanical pieces of wood, and it was strapped onto my back. So he made all that for me, which was really, really sweet of him. Then obviously after that had been built, I needed to work out how I was going to do. The hand burning thing was easy. Fill up a bucket full of fake blood. That's what I did, and it was easy, and it looked fine. Because it's a less important part of the video, the performance, so to speak. So next, the big part was the body and the bodice, and how I'm going to expose my entire chest live on stage without the use of cameras, without the use of CGI. Full-on practical special effects like what they used to use in the good days of film. So I did an absolute ton of research on this, and the behind the scenes of the trap really weren't helpful because obviously Kerry was actually harnessed into the trap and I was going to be standing up, not harnessed. And they had a bulky metal trap, and with that it's easy because you've got all the bulk of the metal, so you don't notice the bulk of everything else. Obviously I'm live on stage, I need it to be as flush to my flesh as possible, so it doesn't, you know, it's all well and good me having a fake torso, but if it comes like 2 or 3 inches in front of me, that's clearly fake. Do you know what I mean? So I had to work out a way in order to make it flat. So originally there was going to be 3 layers of body, so to speak. So there was going to be the base layer, which was going to be the muscles, the fat, and the underskin, if you like. Then there was going to be the intestines, the heart, the lungs, the stomach, all of the organs. Then on top was going to be my actual flesh plus the harness. So in theory, 4 layers. And the original plan was, when it gets ripped apart, all the organs were going to fall out. But I sat down and thought about it, and I thought that's not going to happen. Because there would have been, you would have seen, you know, the back of me, you would have seen the light coming from behind it. Just, I couldn't pull it off realistically. So I thought, scrap that idea, it's not going to happen. So I'm going to have these organs just sort of exposed in my chest. And the next thought was, I'm going to start on the harness, because the harness was a very intricate sort of design, and the materials that I was using wouldn't go through a sewing machine. So everything had to be done by hand. So I had to sew this I bought a leotard and basically sewed the entire thing full of black elastics So I had some around the neck, I had an intricate sort of down my neck, I had arm cuffs to blend the bodysuit in with my skin, I had hot pants, I had the actual rib harness parts. That took weeks. In between working as well, drag and a normal job, that took weeks. So I got closer and closer and closer, and I thought, it's fine, we're going to do this. And I finished it the night before. That's how sort of soon it was, and I was up till 2, 3 a.m. the night before trying to get this finished. But we got it finished regardless, so that's the sort of main point of it. The internals, actually, it went wrong, but it worked out in my favour. So the whole thing was strapped on with Velcros, just for ease of pulling, basically. And when they pulled, the idea was just to have this, it was like essentially a waist trainer body shaper thing. That was what was going to hold all the organs. That was just going to be shown, but I cut it way too far up. It was about 2 or 3 inches of my actual flesh. But when we were prepping for it, I said just completely coat any exposed skin. You know, I was stretched each way, and I said any exposed skin cover in blood. So we did it. The trap went off. 2 or 3 exposed layers, inches of skin. So the harness sort of came to where the collar of this is, and this was skin before the internals started. It worked out in my favour, because in the end, we made the organs completely flat. And I just theatrically painted them to look 3D. So how a body painter would have painted organs on, pretty much. Very light in the middle, very dark on the outside, and then cover the whole thing in blood under the stage lighting it's sold. But the best part of it was that exposed skin. Obviously Jigsaw's traps don't always work super properly and super well. Worked in my favour. It was covered in blood and sort of blood stained. However, that was so light that the corset was so dark, it instantly popped out that bit of skin and pushed this stuff right in. And because of that extra bit there, it looked pretty good, to be fair. Lost a nail. We're doing good. So that went really, really well. Couldn't be more pleased with that. If you've not seen it, I will link it on one of the cards. Go and check it out, because I'm extremely pleased with how it came out. And the audience were pretty shook by it. And now I've just got to think of how I'm going to top that next year. That'll be fun. What else have I been done? We had a gig as well 2 nights before that. It was a private booking up in London for a good friend of mine, Kirsty. She was having a 30th birthday party, sort of Halloween themed. And she asked me to host the entire night. That was cool. Got up there, got everything ready, got in the hotel, had some food, got ready, got to the gig. In the end, we had fun. However, the management, they were so unorganised. I've never had a more stressful 2 hours of my life. Not blaming it on Kirsty in the slightest, because obviously she basically went to the venue and was like, this, and this, go. They didn't do really anything. They weren't a guest list, there was no microphone, VIP stuff was not set up. Yeah. It was a bit of a mess for the first 2 hours, but after a few little diva moments, we managed to get through it, and I managed to sort of get the show on the road. Had a couple of other performers there as well, which was great to work with them. They were a good laugh to work with, but we all got there in the end, and we had fun. So we've done that. Obviously, the building of the whole Halloween thing has been mammoth, so that is what's taken up a hell of a lot of time. Every Tuesday I've been at Glitter Bomb in Canterbury doing stuff there. We had Gemma Collins night, we had Grease night in which I did Rizzo, and all the pictures from that are up on my Instagram if you've not already seen those. But that was great fun to do. Thoroughly enjoyed doing that. I feel like there's been a hell of a lot more going on, but straight over my head. But yeah. It's been a busy few months, but as promised, I am going to try and come back and do weekly now. I am still busy because we've got the weekly stuff, Glitter Bomb. I've got a few things in the works as well, and a few unconfirmed things as well. How was your Halloween? Did you all watch Graveyard Girls Vlogoween? For the first time, she managed to get the whole way through, and I live for it. I love watching her videos every day. Like Halloween in October, watching her shit is the best. That's what I was doing before work. Before work, I'd grab a Starbucks, grab some pumpkin spice latte, sit down and watch her video for the day. And it made me so happy. She is probably the oldest YouTuber that I've watched over the years. I've watched her since she was filming on a webcam in her bedroom. And seeing where she is now, seeing what she gets up to, and seeing her grow and watching this year's Vlogoween be such a huge success made my October. It honestly did. She is brilliant. But yeah, so it's been a sort of a mixture of drinking a lot of coffee and a lot of Red Bull, working, building, painting. I'm still covered in red paint now because we're prepping for Valentina. It would have already been Valentina night by the time you see this. We've got Valentina on the Tuesday just gone. And I am recreating one of my rose looks that I did for, I think it was this year's Halloween looks that I posted actually. I thought it'd just be appropriate, and I'm going to belt out some Anastasia classics with that. So if there's a good video of it, it will be uploaded onto this channel at some point. So stay tuned for that. But yes, I'm going to sign out because I'm going to sit here and waffle and waffle and waffle. But yeah, take care of yourselves because Christmas is coming. And the Christmas stuff's already out. So we'll all have to support each other through this difficult time of constant Christmas music, Christmas adverts, and all the that goes with it. We can do this. And then we can start thinking about Halloween again in January. I know I will be. But there we go. Video thumbs up as per. Check out the rest of the playlists that I've got because there's lots of little fun bits. Hopefully next year I will actually have a decent range of Halloween tutorials to upload. We'll see. I'm not making any promises because we know when I set myself to do something, things don't happen, like we've just seen. But there we go. Thanks for all continuing to stick around. This earring's about to jump off and kill itself. Thanks for all sticking around. I will speak to you all next Tuesday. Next Thursday. Thursday. Next week we've got a little Give Face Cosmetics review. All my faces give face today, but specifically the lips. So, nice cheap liquid lipsticks. Can't go wrong. I'll speak to you all next week. Stay spooky, stay safe, stay humble. And I'll speak to you all later.